Hi guys, it's Destiny and let's just jump right into it. You see the title, you already know what it is. We are going to talk about Mrs. Carter and this wig snatching album she put out. So, like a thief in the night, I watched Scandal. I had me a nice glass of wine poured. I said, okay, I'm going to catch up on Sons of Anarchy because I'm still in season 3, the end of season 3. So I'm way behind. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get my wine, watch Sons of Anarchy, chill out. Child, I see. Shout out to B. Scott, because that's how I found out. B. Scott made a post that Beyonce dropped an album. I was like, okay, no, this says that she's going to drop an album. And so I, in Destiny fashion, go straight to Instagram. And I see nothing but screenshots of this iTunes promo. And I'm saying, okay, yeah, this is something that's coming out like later on down the line. Child, no. Miss Thing dropped an album last night. And I, since she dropped it, have been completely mesmerized. Like, she's saying her best, in my opinion, yet. The visuals though, that's the part that just has my jaw on the floor, because she said in an interview that she did, and you could tell that, you know, she did it the day that she was dropping the album, and she said, you know, the reason why she was putting it out the way that she was is because she wanted someone to see the album the way she did in her mind. So Miss Thing gave you 16 videos. Do you hear me? 16 videos. There are 14 tracks. However, like if you look at the videos, Yoncé is not by itself in the audio portion of the album. Yoncé has its own video, and she did the same thing for Ghosts and Haunted. She put them as two separate, you know, little video portions. So that's why it's more videos than there are tracks. And in addition to that, one of the videos, I just say 16 videos, really it's 17, but one is a credits video. So let's talk about the album, because I've listened to it 7 times now. I know it came out last night. Don't judge me. I listened to it 7 times. And every time I hear a little bit more, like, these lyrics are ingrained into my memory. Like, they're not going nowhere. I am a Beehive member till forever because I really do. I've always loved her music, from Destiny's Child, original members, all the way up until all of her solo projects, and then this. I am a Beyonce fan. I support her. I am not this crazy person that says all hail, you know, beasts, because I don't believe in all of that. But I will say that is King B, and Miss Thing did that. If nothing else, everybody is wanting to be like, Jay-Z, bruh, we get it. Because she showed you that, if nothing else, she tells you all the time she loves her some Jay-Z. And this was like an ode to relationships, an ode to adulthood. Like, everything else that she's put out in the past, people have said, oh, Beyonce's a prude, and, you know, she's uptight, and she's so structured, and it seems so well rehearsed and planned. So when she does something that has no plan, as far as like when it's going to happen, any kind of timeline, just when it's finished, and she just drops it like this with no promo, no marketing, no, just nothing. She's gonna let us do the promo for her, and trust me, we are promoting for her. She really did do what was fair to her as an artist, and I respect it. I respect it. I gladly ran down these stairs and almost broke my neck to give her my money. Like, $15.99 well spent. It is well worth the money. Now, this is exclusively with iTunes. So the album will be available for purchase in retail stores and individual tracks. It's gone back and forth. My understanding is, I don't know that later on you're going to be able to buy on iTunes each individual track. You know, and I may be wrong, but the way it is now, you can't just buy a track. You have to buy the whole album, and it's $15.99. But keep in mind, you also get the videos. But on the 21st of December, her album will hit all major retail outlets, and you'll be able to actually get a physical CD, because some people really do appreciate having the physical CD, and I get it. So this has your digital booklet and all that kind of stuff on it too, but if you want a physical piece of artwork in your hand, the album will be out on the 21st. So let's go through this this album, what the tracks are and what I think about them. So we're going to start with Pretty Hurts. Pretty Hurts is absolutely beautiful. It gives me a throwback to what's that song TLC did, Unpretty. So you had Unpretty, and then J. Cole had Crooked Smile, and then Pretty Hurts. It's that same theme as far as, you know, be who you are, love who you are, don't believe everybody saying that you have to be a certain way, don't cut yourself, or, you know, turn to bulimia or anorexia, and those are diseases, but you know, you don't have to live in that space. That, you know, understand that it sometimes pretty hurts. You see these people that seem like they've got it all together, but they're doing God knows what, popping pills and not enjoying life because they're trying to be pretty. So that's what I got from Pretty Hurts. The video is stunning. Like, she gave you short, cropped, cut to long, flowing, highlighted for days weaves. Ty did that. Ty styled his tail off with this album, just with her in general. And I know she has more than one stylist, but we know Ty Hunter is her go-to, is that dude. So Ty really did do some of his best work with her, because Pretty Hurts was absolutely beautiful. His godson is the young man that most know is the young man that's albino, the one that plays the coordinator for the pageant, that was telling her, you know, get it together, and slapping her butt, and, you know, telling her to tuck it in and all that kind of stuff. That's Ty's godson, and he's phenomenal to me. I love his work as a model, but I digress. So that's Pretty Hurts. Pretty Hurts is absolutely beautiful. It ends with her, you know, giving the old school Beyonce, you know, I love you, Houston, that little pageant thing that she did when she was a little girl. So that takes you into the next video. And from Pretty Hurts, it goes into, I'm going down the set list because I want to make sure, or the track list, so I keep you guys up. I'm going in order. So from there, it goes into Ghosts, which is on the album, it's just going to say Haunted, but Ghost and Haunted. Ghost gives me Andre 3000, because she's kind of, it's a singing, rapping, very staccato type dialogue at the very beginning, and she was like, if I don't make $1 off of this, like, I'm good. I'm not gonna sell my soul. Like, I'm happy. This is what I wanted to do. Very artistic, abstract, and the photography in me just loved every ounce of it. So you had that, and then it goes into Haunted, and with Haunted, it's very old, classic, finger wave, walking down this you know, haunted house, if you will, and phenomenal choreography. Let me tell you, she has embraced that booty. And not that I don't ever think she didn't embrace her booty, but I think I've seen more Beyonce's butt in this audio album, excuse me, not audio, this visual album than I ever have. Like, if you ain't never seen Beyonce in a thong, if for nothing else, if you want to see her butt, get this visual album and you will see plenty of Beyonce's cheeks. But she had phenomenal choreography, and her singing was on point. The beats are just everywhere, and that's a good thing. It's not predictable by any means. So from Haunted, it goes into Drunken Love. Let me tell you something. Drunken Love is everything to me. Everything from that good old-fashioned down south little moment where, you know, she was stunting in the sand for her husband. I loved it. It was the track is just, it's everything. It is nothing we've ever heard from her. She's talking about being 100% about her man, and some people are saying, oh, this is too far, this is too much. Don't box her in. Don't do that. And don't box anybody in. If that's what she wants to talk about, y'all been watching Rihanna pat her pastry for I don't know how long, and now all of a sudden Beyonce does it and she's conforming. No, she's doing what she's comfortable with, and her husband was right there. And I absolutely love Drunken Love, and I believe Drunken Love and Blow are gonna be her first. She's doing 2 singles. Come on now. Only Beyonce. Only Beyonce. And I absolutely love Blow. So that segues right on into Blow. Let me tell you something. I will never think about Skittles the same way. And the visuals are crazy. Like, shout out to her dancers. Like, I'm sorry, I can't keep my eyes off of Ashley Everett, and I never have been able to, but that redhead does her thing. And I saw Toddrick. I love Toddrick Hall, and Toddrick has a cameo in there who's Ashley's best friend, but he's also an amazing songwriter and performer, and you've seen him from theatrical performances that he does on YouTube, kind of Disney takes on different songs. But Toddrick is in the video, Solange is in the video. You see a lot of family and stuff like that in there, you know, her dancers of course, and you know, just getting with it. Blow gives you a very throwback feel to it, but it's still current. I know that's a lot, but if for nothing else, this should tell you that you really need to get the album, because I can't explain to you how it can be throwback and current at the same time, but it is. It gives you kind of a Donna Summer feel. She does a lot of 80s. It's a skating rink themed, you know, type situation. A lot of glow in the dark. And the choreography again is off the chain. So that's Blow. From Blow, it's gonna take you into No Angel. Now, No Angel is shot in Houston, and it's an ode to all things Houston, but Southern, deep South, the things you see from the cars and the rims and popping trunks and strippers. And not that strippers are only in the South, but they are more glorified in the South, as you know, as far as being a major money-making business for the South. It is what it is. So you know, you got your grills, you had everybody from Paul Wall to Slim Thug. I mean, we saw everybody in there. Bun B, and she's strolling through the 3rd Ward and the 4th Ward in Houston. And again, you're not gonna find me say, you're not gonna get me to say that I found too many songs that I did not like. I liked every single track on this album. Every single track. There's not one thing I did not like. So that was No Angel. And basically it's saying, you know, you're no angel either. That actually are the lyrics. You're no angel either, baby. Like, don't think that you know, you ain't perfect either. While you judging me, you're not perfect either. Basically that's what the track is saying. So then you go into Partition. Listen, so Partition, as far as the album, that's where you go. But again, this is one of those jumps like Ghost Wasn't Haunted. You go into Yoncé. Now, let me tell you something about Joan Smalls. I've never seen anybody work like Joan was working in this here video. And I am a fan. I've always been a fan. But Miss Thing did that. She did that. And Beyonce, I don't know when you start letting models lick all up on you, but listen, this is one of the tracks next to Drunken Love. I was like, oh, clutch my pearls. Like, did I just see this girl lick up on Beyonce? But you know, I digress. It is what it is. But Yoncé all on his mouth like, look, listen, I'm no longer referring to Sasha Fierce is dead, in case y'all did not know. She said Sasha was dead. Nobody wanted to believe it. Introduce yourself to Yoncé and Peaches, because Miss Thing, she has adapted this Yoncé thing, and she is gonna ride into the wheels fall off. That is her new thing. This is her grown woman doing whatever she wants, and her name is Yoncé or Peaches. And it just is what it is. So it goes from Yoncé as far as the video is, but it goes into Partition. Partition is all about grown. Now let's get grown real quick. Now, if you feel like it's too much for you, do you, boo. Don't let me take it from you. Don't let me deny you your moment to clutch your pearls. But Beyonce said, driver, I need you to put up the partition, please. I don't need you seeing Yoncé on her knees. Listen, ma'am, I was not ready. I rewound that part a couple of times. I was like, okay, I think I'm hearing things. Is this the wine? Like, did she say y'all don't need to see Yoncé on her knees? Okay, I get it. You know, it's all about, again, Jay is in the video. Basically, she's dancing for him. People said it gave him a little bit of a naughty girl theme. You know, it reminded them of Naughty Girl. But this is like Naughty Girl revamped. It makes Naughty Girl look like she was a debutante. Like, this is some for real grown stuff. I mean, she said, he Monica Lewinsky'd all on my dress. Like, she's, okay, I'm just telling you. She takes it there. So, be prepared to clutch your dear pearls for Partition. But it's actually one of my favorite songs. Drunken Love is one of my faves. Partition, and you know, one of the other ones is a little bit later on in the album, but this is gonna be a long video, just get over it. But this is my review of her album. It's an in-depth review of her album for me. If for nothing else, this is for my own joy. But you go from Partition, you go into Jealous. Beautiful song. It talks about just that. You know, I know sometimes I'm hateful. Actually, it's one of the lyrics. I know I'm hateful, but that's nothing. I'm just jealous. Like, it's that. There's no way to go in and go into more detail on what jealousy is about. It just, you know, everyone at some point in time, I think, has experienced some level of jealousy. And when it comes to a relationship, and if you say you haven't, I mean, that's you. But I know I have. And it doesn't always point to insecurity. Sometimes it's just you're legit protective, and certain things will make you jealous. It's an emotion. It's a real emotion, and she sings about it. And I think it was a beautiful song. She sings it well, and it's it grabs you. The video is beautiful, as far as, you know, you see a more raw side of her. You know, she kind of cries, and she showed her acting chops in this whole, she sees it as a movie, the whole video, whatever. It's the video diary or visual album, or however, you know, you choose to categorize it. But she says it's like a movie. It's a soundtrack movie. So from Jealous, it goes into Rocket. Rocket is, it gives me How Does It Feel by D'Angelo. Because, I mean, if she did a remix later on and featured D'Angelo, I'd be good. Just put me in the dirt. I'm ready to go. Because the two of them on the song, the way this song sounds, it was everything. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to go any more into detail, but if you don't understand what rockets and waterfalls means, again, this is Dance For You, but again, amplified. This is Dance For You ain't got nothing on Rocket. So it's one doozy. It's a doozy of a song. So from Rocket, it takes you into Mine, featuring Drake Isha, aka Drake. He put on his good studio fix and was in the video, and I love the song. I really do. It's a beautiful song. It's just know at the end of the day, you're mine and I'm yours. And just, you know, she talks about, I ain't been the same since the baby, and, you know, just want to make sure you know what it is. I mean, it's things that, you know, people say that they want to see her not be so staccato and so rehearsed and so put together all the time, and now she's just giving you all the things that she's thought and how she's feeling. And the video is beautiful. The dancers go off, and it's not her traditional dancers. I think she had a dance company come in and do something with this, because this was more like a contemporary type video, and it was again beautiful. I loved it. From Mine, it goes into XO. And XO was really pretty. It's really pretty. It's the video that everybody was kind of teased about that she did when she went to Coney Island. So it's a very theme park type video. Don't get it confused. It's not like fantasy theme park, but they are in a theme park, and you see her with Ty. That's who's in the roller coaster with her, the stylist I was telling you about, Ty Hunter. And it's just a really, really beautiful song. You know, it's real chill, and it's, you know, Love Me Lights Out, and, you know, XO and XO hugs and kisses. You know, that's, to my understanding, is that's the XO I know of, the XO hugs and kisses tag that you do at the end of like an email or a letter or whatever. So I'm guessing that's what XO is. So beautiful song. It's gonna take you into Bow Down and Flawless, which is Put Together. Now this is the standout track for me. She did Bow Down at the beginning, and everybody was like, oh, she changed her name to Flawless. No, it's just it led into Flawless, the song. So instead of doing two separate snippets, she made it one song, which I thought was smart. So we all know Bow Down, but then she has this beautiful TED Talks excerpt from a talk about feminism. And if for nothing else, the message that she gave here to clarify, don't put me in a box, and how it's okay for men to be sex symbols and be sexy and be perceived as, you know, something to enjoy as far as, you know, visually, and being sexy and talking about sex and marriage and all that kind of stuff. You know, she drives the message home and goes into Flawless, and I think that it's gonna leave a lot of people running around saying, I woke up like this. I woke up like this. Like, it is, you can tell it makes me giddy. Like, the song is just, it makes you really want to go there, and like it has this vibe, and it's like, don't let nobody tell you that you're not flawless. Like, we're everything. Like, women own so much, and when it comes to power and our ability to reach and nurture and love, like, we are flawless, and it gets me all hyped. That is one of my favorites. Flawless is on the list as one of my favorites. If you can't tell, it's one of my faves. So it goes from there into Superpower. Superpower is a really pretty song. It's her and Frank Ocean. You see Kelly and Michelle in the video. You see Luke James in the video. Pharrell's in the video. Pretty song. I like it. I don't dislike. There's nothing on this album that I don't like, but I will say this: if you made me pick one song off the entire album that I could do without, if I had to say that there was one I just, Superpower would be it. But don't get me wrong, I love it. So if you just made me pick, Superpower would be that song for me that I'm like, But the video is really nice. It just talks about how, again, you know, we possess so much power, and you expected for the human being to be able to influence more than we have, and the things that we take for granted. And, you know, it's a stunning video, and Michelle and Kelly look absolutely amazing in this video. Shout out to Destiny's Child. So from there it goes into Heaven. Get ready to cry. Just get your box of tissues and cry, because Ashley Everett did that as far as an interpretive dance, but you can tell it seems like it's a song that's an ode to the baby that she and Jay-Z lost in the miscarriage. I don't want to put words into her mouth. She didn't say that, but if you listen to the lyrics and you see her emotion, and you can, you know, just the feel that I get from the video is like, some people regard their children as like their best friend. And, you know, the relationship between her and Ashley Everett in the video, to me, was the relationship she felt like she lost with the child that she didn't have. And so that was my own interpretation, but that's the beautiful thing about it. She said that she wants people to be able to take different things from each video and out from the album itself as a whole, but from each individual song. And that's what I take from it, and I think it was absolutely beautiful. So she has this ode to the baby that she lost, and then it goes into Blue. And it's this song featuring Blue Ivy Carter, and it is a tear jerker. It is absolutely beautiful. She filmed it in Brazil. You know, with a lot, you know, you can tell it's family focused, but kid focused, and you see her and Jay-Z, and you see Blue Ivy, but most often, what I held on to the most, and you can tell I'm getting like tongue tied in this, what was most stand out for me in that video is the fact that you hear Blue Ivy at the end saying mommy and trying to say Beyonce and saying hold on to me and stuff. Oh my gosh, like it's absolutely beautiful, and that little girl is everything. Like she is her mom and her dad all wrapped up into one, and she's absolutely beautiful. And if any of you jokers say something about her hair not being combed, I think I might come through this camera and choke you out. It just is what it is. Like, leave that baby alone. Leave that woman and her child and her hair alone. Please do. Because that little girl was absolutely gorgeous in all of her crazy curls and her crazy coils. And I guess you can tell I'm a little bit partial to crazy curls and coils. So, it was absolutely beautiful though. Beautiful song. You hear Blue Ivy talking at the end, which is super cute. And then, from there it goes into the Grown Woman, which is a bonus video, which was so cool, right? Like, it has all of her old snippets, but somehow they did something with the videography, and child, it seemed like Beyonce was singing Grown Woman when she was a little girl. Like, it's like a then and now video. Kelly was in the video, and I loved it. I loved the way it was done. And I like that she did it as a bonus song. I mean, she's been singing how she's a grown woman for the past year. And if y'all didn't think that this album was a product of being a grown woman, I'll tell you. Like, she's been telling you, I'm grown. Like, I can do whatever I want. That includes releasing an album and snatching several wigs and holding hostage all of your edges. And you just have to deal. Just deal with it. Just be mad. And a lot of people are mad, but you're gonna get over it. The album is amazing. It is worth the $15.99. I hope that you enjoyed the review and it makes you want to get the album. It's so worth it. Yeah, I don't want to hold you any longer. We're running up on 30 minutes, but it just is what it is. What is an in-depth review that's quick? Like, what? How is that in-depth? So, if you wanted me to give you what my favorite tracks are, my favorite tracks, don't laugh at me because it's not just going to be a couple. Pretty Hurts. I love Drunken Love. Blow. Partition for sure. Yoncé Partition. Rocket. As far as my faves, Flawless. Heaven. Will I say Blue? No, it's not one of my favorites. Heaven, and then I would say Grown Woman. I just love the tribute to African music and dance with Grown Woman. So every video is worth seeing. Please don't tell me you just listen to the album and you haven't seen these videos. It matters. The videos matter. But her lead singles are going to be Blow and Drunken Love. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Let me know what you guys thought about the album below. If you haven't gotten it, please get it. Give it a chance. There's a lot of people saying, I wasn't a Beyonce fan, but I get it now. So just give it a chance. And if you don't like it, it was $15.99. Are you struggling for $15.99? I mean, if you spent it, then you had it, okay? So if anything, gift it to somebody else, but I don't see you gifting this away. This is an amazing album, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. So I'll talk to you later. I love you. Bye.